parked all the track equipment. Looks like we are getting ready to go back to test and tune here. That Buick Regal Grand National GNX. At least that's the livery of the car. Again, this was a very, very rare car. If it is a legit GNX, odds are very good it's not. Sporting the Sunoco hood, which is super cool. It's like a cowl induction hood without the cowl induction. It's just got a big lump. That's cool and swoopy looking.
Again?
Yeah, you have to scan it. So no,
that's kind of annoying.
Yeah. So I don't see how it's possible that we're not getting rained on at approximately 8:01.
Yes, I was
Okay,
going
and I mean like a giant red blob of fuck off.
Yeah.
Across that
Do you think
first
it'll be
spout.
done for the...
And the Regal will knock the tire. sedan
Oh, okay.
on the big
So
long
you can see
chassis.
what POE.
Nitrous assisted big block Chevrolet goes 946, 139. Don't forget, folks, we do have a driver's meeting tomorrow at 8 a.m. That meeting is going to be in the pavilion by the bar. So 8 a.m. tomorrow morning for the driver's meeting. Make sure you pass that on to everybody if they're not near you right at the moment.
Disregard that. Okay, that's just audio.
But again, 8 a.m. tomorrow morning for a driver's meeting, and then we will get rocking and rolling out here Saturday for day number 2 of the Havliks FSC Shootout. We're still in day number 1, making our way through the test and tune session. A bunch of rides were out earlier today doing required either on-site or off-site drives.
I doubt it. Could be. Hey, can you hear us?
And we are doing a little test and tune action here this evening.
Ready, go.
The Chevy 2 Nova in that right lane.
Okay, so let me see what I can
Much nice, man.
do. There are police cars.
Yeah.
We'll start building that boost, and he'll bump in. You'll see all the yellows, and he'll be gone. 131 short time. Little bit of smoke there on the top end, and a lot of smoke at the top end. 788 at 180. And we are going to be down for just a moment while we go check that out. Sitting back in the water is the Beat the Heat Inc. cars. The B-Body Caprice in the left lane, and the G-Body. The G-Body in the left lane, the B-Body Caprice in the right lane. This was founded in 1992 by first responders to help combat the problem of street racing and drunk driving. Today they've added distracted driving, community relations, and youth education to its mission. They're a national nonprofit organization comprised of police officers and firefighters who conduct educational programs using marked emergency vehicle drag cars to gain the interest of the public. Heat members develop programs and activities to serve their individual communities using the goals of Beat the Heat Inc. as a guide. Their goals are to educate the young people of our communities about the problems of illegal drug and alcohol use and the horrors of impaired and distracted driving, to encourage young people to stay in school and be an achiever in life, to promote a better understanding between the police and the communities they serve, and to educate the general public about the sport of drag racing and encourage everyone to race on the drag strip and not on the street. Thanks so much to having the Beat the Heat guys out here this weekend at the Havliks FSC Shootout.
I'm worried about being gone. Yeah.
That there is fluid on the track. Looks like about a light mist from half track on, so we will be down for a few minutes. This will give you a great time to go get yourself something nice to eat, something cool to drink, or go around and check out all the cool cars that are out here in the pits, getting ready to make the weekend here at the Havliks FSC Shootout. Again, the Cordova Clothing Company is open, your one-stop shop for all things Cordova. Hats, shirts, hoodies, cups, flags, decals, and ice cream. The concession stand is open. They got something for everyone. Burgers, hot dogs, nachos, fries, chicken strips, and more. that strip bar when they open, if they open. We'll have beer and mixed drinks and pizza and wings and all sorts of stuff. I also want to remind you folks that we are going to have a grudge class. There are a few people that just entered the grudge class on their own and just want to race grudge. However, if you get knocked out of competition and you would like to still make passes, you can run in the grudge class all weekend long. We're going to use that to sort of be time fillers as we get through the rounds of competition. So keep that in mind. If you lose your round of competition in eliminations and you want to still make passes, you can make passes in the grudge category. Looking down there, I see Tony Wisman. The blown dart that was probably the loudest car on Mega Week. Man, we got a pro mod with Zoomies, so I think you maybe lose this weekend, but give her hell anyway. He shakes his fist in the air and says, "I'm going to give it hell." The Wisemans are German Shepherd people too, so you know they're cool. Give those dogs an extra, little pat on the head for me.
I don't know why they don't like us.
Also, if you've been buying some of that Havliks gear, you've been buying some of that from Mallory. And that's Tony's daughter. I asked her, when are you going to drive the dart? And she said, I want a 70 Challenger instead. Maybe a Roadrunner, but she wants a 70 Challenger. And she wants to paint it Panther pink. I also saw Bryant Goldstone pulling up in the lanes with his Javelin. And again, he's got the $1,000 bullseye on his back. Whoever can put him in the trailer is going to get an extra $1,000 from Shot Racecraft. And of course, Shot Racecraft, though, that's his slow friend Dave Armentrout. But again, $1,000 to anyone that can put last year's winner on the trailer in any round of competition. So I saw him pull up. Now's a great time, since we got a little bit of quiet time. Get that ride squared up and into the lanes here. Show us what you got here during the test and tune session on day number 1 of the Havliks FSC Shootout, presented by Redline Oil. It's just a very, very light mist out there as well. So cleanup is not going to be that long. So drivers don't get too dang far away from your rides. It sounds like they're just going to need to drag over the top of it. And that should be enough to build enough heat to get that little bit of mist off of there. And then we'll be back to business. So again, just give us a couple of minutes. And you will see some absolutely crazy street cars getting ready to make passes here. Again, the second annual Havliks FSC Shootout, presented by Redline Oil. Just heard from the track staff that if you would like to make passes, get into line right now. We are looking at, like, we are going to get some lightning, and we have to unplug the timing system when we get that lightning. So if you would like to make passes, we need you in the lanes like right now so we can run them quick. So once we get the all okay here from the racetrack that we are good to go, if you would like to make a test and tune pass, make sure you are in the lanes like, or making your way down there like right now, because we are looking like we are going to get some lightning, and we do have to unplug the timing system when that lightning starts going. So if you would like to make a test and tune pass tonight, you need to get in the lanes right now. Looks like we are parking tractors, which means that we are about to get rocking and rolling. Again, if you would like to make another test and tune pass or a test and tune pass, we need you in the lanes like now. We're going to start with the Beat the Heat Inc. rides when we get back rolling again. Oh, they are going to flat drag. Okay, we'll be a minute. They did the rotator, and now they're going to quick flat drag it. So he's spraying a trashing compound there in that right lane out of that pressurized sprayer. Basically, that's rubber cement cut with methanol. The methanol will evaporate away and leave you with that rubber cement there on the starting line. Then they will drive that flat drag tractor across the top of it. What that'll do is smooth out the rubber that's left there on the starting line. The traction compound will help take rubber out of the tires that are on that flat drag and put it into the racetrack. And it'll also help pull some of the rubber from high spots into low spots as well. That flat drag tractor has the carcasses of drag tires. They cut the sidewall out and they just leave the tread there in that back part, and it's got that 3-point on the back of that trailer or that tractor, and that'll just push those deconstructed tires into the racetrack and leave a nice, warm, and flat and smooth rubber surface for all these cars that are getting ready to come. And once again, if you do want to make another test and tune pass, or you would like to make a test and tune pass, now is your call. Because it looks like we are about to get lightning, and again, when lightning comes around, we have to unplug all this timing. And, well, we can't race with the timing unplugged. I mean, you could, you just wouldn't get timed. So it looks like just a couple of swipes here with the flat drag, and we'll be back to business. It's a little bit quiet. Don't forget 8 a.m. tomorrow morning for a driver's meeting. And that driver's meeting will happen under the pavilion. Over there by that bar. So here we go. Beat the Heat Inc. The Caprice, and the Cutlass. The Illinois Beat the Heat car in the left lane, and the Law and Order car in the right lane. With the big reaction time advantage. And here comes the Caprice. And he'll turn on that wind light 1025, 129, a 1081 in the left lane for the G-body. Here's Snafu Rich. The 69 Firebird. This is another ride that might be in the running for the Al Tucci wheel stand contest. Out of the Hot Rods by Havliks can. And he'll knock the tire. He turns off the clocks at a 968 at 149. The Model A sedan is back. He said, if you come up with a name for this, I'll take it. Whatever you want. But he said, it's a scary MFer to drive. The nitrous-assisted big block Model A. And off the gas goes 948 at 106. The Monte Carlo in the left lane, and the 69 Camaro in the right lane. On G-body crime coming at you here. The 69 Camaro gets the whole shot and will stay ahead all the way down the racetrack. He goes 939, 149. No. All right, folks, lanes are closed. Lanes are closed. If you're in the lanes, we'll get you run, hopefully. But the lanes are closed. We need to run out what we got because we look like we're about to get it. Last year's winner, Bryant Goldstone, the Javelin. This car has been as quick as the 630 range. Twin turbo, big block for power. He did complete the triple up at Mega Week, won both his classes, won overall, and won the shootout. The AMC Javelin gets help from Brian Robbins, and those are the baddest two dudes in drag and drive right now. Brian and Brian. You see Brian out front there. He'll get Bryant rocking and rolling up into the beams. The black with red flames Javelin. His previous Javelin, red with black flames, but he spun that car on the roof at Drag Week. The Javelin goes 119 to 60 foot, gets a little bit squirrely about 400 feet, and he'll smartly get out of the gas and go 839 at 116. Here's Kyle Morris in the left lane, this SN95 Mustang. He's next to the 67 Chevelle. And they will shut off Kyle. There's something coming out of that car. So they'll get Kyle put back. Unfortunately, having some issues with the Mustang, so they'll get Kyle back out of that left lane, and we'll run the Chevelle as a single. Once again, the staging lanes are closed. And they'll click off the timers with a 9:18, 145. Our second look at the 72 Chevelle with the Fulton motor and getting help from Steve Johnson's Induction Solutions nitrous system. Under the hood, the big tires. Look at a big long burnout. Heck yes.
Second one from the right on the switch in front of me, not back.
Still looking for a 6-second pass, and can we see it this time? This ride did go in the 1-teens in the 60-foot. He's out there doing as God intended and banging the nitrous through the motor. previous pass. Goes 8:46, 1:58. Here's Annette Summer, the first lady of Pro Street. The Fulton-powered 68 Camaro. Hooked to a clutch and hooked to a leg cover. Annette has won a couple of the points championships for the original fastest street car. The 68 Camaro is a car that she had in high school. Nitrous assisted Fulton big block with a clutch pedal. She'll ease that 68 into the beans. She'll put it on the two-step and dump the clutch. And that Fulton big block with nitrous assist will take over and attempt to rocket her down the track in the mid-eights. Annette gets it a little bit out to the right and will push the clutch pedal in at about the 8th mile. And all the timing is a little screwed up. It apparently went 2:42 in the 8th mile. That's not right. Bring up the first gen Camaro here in the right lane. There's 29 reaction time to drain. And it'll go 898 at only 107. That'll bring up Steve Morris. Steve Morris in the Boostmaster wagon. A 6-second capable Buick Roadmaster wagon. If you look at him when he's in this thing, he actually sits where the back seat should be. In the Roadmaster wagon called the Boostmaster. Once again, a 6-second capable street car. All right, and racers, while we're thinking about it, if you can put your number on the driver's side of the car for us somewhere, that'll help us a whole lot. If you don't have any ride-on or anything, look around. We'll find some for you. So again, just do that for us to help the ladies up here in the tower. Put real big on the side of your car, on the driver's side, your car number for us. Got the thumbs up from the track staff, and here we go. Steve Morris with the Boostmaster. The 55 Chevrolet in the right lane, complete with a clutch pedal. So you know that thing's cool. But that's like being the second prettiest girl at the dance because he's lined up next to the Boostmaster. So here we go, the Boostmaster and the 3-pedal 55. The Boostmaster has been well in the 6-second range. And can we see our first 6-second pass here on day number 1 of the Havliks FSC Shootout? We're about to find out. Shootout is up against the wall over there. That looks like that Boostmaster had a catastrophic explosion. You saw the chutes pop out right at the 8 mile. He was 125 60 foot and was 487 in the 8 mile, but he popped those chutes out probably from a safety, would be my guess. And he is out of the car, so he is good to go. It didn't look like he got the wall or anything like that. But that did look like to me that it popped the burst panel and then he had an automatic chute deployment. So we'll keep an eye on this racetrack. We'll go scoop up that Boostmaster wagon. Hopefully that's not too catastrophic. I need to turn the microphone on to actually make the PA work. But that said, we are going to go ahead and shut down the timing system right now while we get that Boostmaster wagon off, just in case. We do have a couple of cars left back there. We'd love to run those cars, and we're going to do our best to make that happen. But when we turn off the timing system, it'll actually shut off the PA system as well. So you won't hear me, and we're just going to be down while we clean up that Boostmaster and make sure that we don't get any lightning into any of this stuff that might actually stop us for the entire weekend. So we'll be down for a few minutes. If and when you hear me back, I'll be telling you what's going on, but just hang out. We'll get that Boostmaster off the top end, and I'll let you know more when I know more. Because, well, we got Tony Wiseman. Wisman. I said it wrong. Crap. Tony Wisman. How did I screw that up already? But we do need to watch that darn boots thing.